Hey, we're underway. This is Radio ITG, and this game will be kicking off in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. U96d starting up on the Allied side. It's like a bus. First one comes, and then they all come at once. 6 players starting up on the U96d side. Doza, Knight, Gazetta, Revers, Elps, and Jack. Over on the Parodia side, Expaz, Ravenite, Shine, Playboy, Jountis, and Saint Fire has begun to fight perfectly. TosspoT by the defending Axis side. Expaz with the MP40 Playboy jumping in with no frag, and then comes another from Ravenite's MP43 down for the U96d side. Self-kill coming in, and I was so expecting them, after casting Counter-Strike, for them not to be respawning, for them not to be coming back, and thinking, oh, this round is almost over. But it's not the way you play it, is it? Jack coming forward, there's the MP40 frag, Doza chipping one back, and that's the first frag of the round for U96d. They are going to make their push up this left-hand side. Jams is sync connecting, Elps is up, but I don't think he'll be up for long. He's not, and Ravenite's right behind hands whacked it in, and more ATTV is attempting to connect, but it won't. Or it is missed the start of it, and here comes self-kill from the Parodia side, and 6 U96d players respawn, and they have to be prepared here to mix up their attack to always go as 6, and to try multiple methods of mass destruction to get through this Axis defense here, especially on the first stage, because this Parodia side will be buoyant after their successes earlier in the week. They will be buoyant. They are ready and raring to rock with every little thing they do on this defense. Parodia going to come down this left-hand side. Elps and Gazetta chipping in with Thompson frags left, right, and center. But here comes Gazetta, third frag in, and U96d is starting to make headway with the frag. Still 3 down on the still 3 up on the bottom level. We've got Elps outside the window taking damage from the middle level. 2 players, 1 left, 1 right. Elps chips whips out his gun, but not going to do it. And with 13-13 on the clock, let's give you an ETTV sync-up. 13 minutes and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6. And Parodia are getting the frag with Jountis picking off Doza, then sync and equalized up. Playboy's grenade downing one, Ravenite self-kill. And let's see, Playboy, he's got to have died yet. By MP40 frag going in on Revers, and I'm going to find him. Has he died yet? Because that's the important factor. And Playboy has not died, 6 for 0, and he's starting this one like he wanted another. Make that 7 for 0, picking up the 1 frag on Gazetta. And they're going to have to panic out just to make sure Parodia make that 8 grave, and I come in with a K43 frag, and on this bottom level, it's looking a little bit thin on the ground, because it's only Expans there. We have more ATTVs connecting, but I don't know whether they'll actually work, as Parodia sending a Ravenite through. I think he was coming to a self-kill. Anyway, there's a rifle name from Knight. Quick tap out from Shiny. Have to feel it. He's not going to get the respawn either. Shine down, full spawn. Ravenite chipping in with Zone 1. Playboy down. Knight down. Saint down as well. Playboy finally hits the deck after about 9 for 1. And now with 12 minutes and 14 seconds to go, this bottom level is all but clear. A quick rush, and here it comes. Medics making their push up. Allied side capturing the 4 bunker. Doza going to toss the dynamite down. Knight with the grand frag. Team kills 1, picks up an Axis body as well. And there they have it. The Axis side have lost the first stage. There shall be no replay of the Korea Tour match. And they are going to go with Jack as the covert ops, and they will make their move as the Axis side respawn forward. 4 players jumping down over the wall, and they are going to make their way down and stop any oncoming rush. Saint with a grenade frag. Look what's over the hill. 4 Axis, 4 Allied players coming to the U96d side as they make their move over the top. They're going to come through. The dynamite will blow behind them in 4 seconds, and I'm not sure whether they're fully aware of that. 11:33 on the clock. Knight going to take some fire from the left-hand side, going down. Jack getting the grand frag in there beforehand. Axis team getting that command post up as Doza's coming forward. Backed up by Jack. Engineering covert ops making their way up the main route. Grenade being tossed down, and the engineer will back away. That was Doza, and now Engineer, Knight, and Doza, not with any medical support, will slowly come across. They have a support line tossed over towards that command post, but Doza's already tapped out. Over the hill they come, and they're gonna put 1 foot into the grave, and they're gonna come across towards the crossfire at the command post. Oasis and Shine, MP40 double time. Ravenite with the K43, U96d losing Gazetta, Elp self-kill. Jack Yak might just have missed the full spawn, and of course it's not Jack Yak, the young English here. But here they go, support fire across towards the command post. Not many players actually over at that command post right now. Axis support fire going in, Playboy chipping into the MP40 frag. Knight down, Elp also out by Playboy's MP40 support fire coming in by Expaz, downing 1 teammate down, and that was Playboy. Over towards the left-hand side they come. It's going to be Jack to try and make his way up towards the hill. 10:33 on the clock. Support fire tossed forward over towards the top of the bridge. Here comes this U96d. Revers with the Thompson frag. This is looking good for them. Support fire from Saint makes it look pretty damn bad as Doza coming across, moving moving that truck over, but he's right on top of the hill. Tosses his grenade over. 3 self-kills coming from the u96d side. They made a little bit of headway. They did send one down the tunnel. I don't know whether he got there because only 5 respawned. And let's see whether he did get anywhere near the bottom level. It is Ravenite that's down there. Playboy double grenade, and that's 2 out. Playboy chips in with the 3rd. It's a handbag of frags for Playboy. And over they come towards this right-hand side. The Ravenite with the Luger chips in, self-kills. Axis side, Ham lost his command post, so Santa charge in from Jack. And now the engineer will skip, and jump across. It is Dozer that's going to make his way across. Does take a fair bit of damage as he gets over there. About 60% of his health is gone. Playboy and Jack with MP40s left, right, and center. And there is no stopping this u96d side as they get that command post. And 9 minutes and 40 on the clock. Just a little bit behind schedule, you have to feel. There's a rifle nade from Ravenite blowing away Dozer. Engineer to engineer. Saint with a support fire. That's his 2nd double support fire of the map. Self-kill coming in by 2 of the players. And one might expect this u96d side to really hold on full. But that's the Allied side coming in for the plot dynamite. But oh, they just get denied. Shine and X-Pass, 2 quick frags, and desperately needed here. Right on the dynamite. Saint double panther found. Elps and Dozer out the count. Playboy with the MP40 getting in. Jack down. And this u96d side have just that little bit way to go. They have that little bit more to fight. And you feel if they are going to carry on, Saint comes forward with the panther fast. He'll either self-kill or go for a jihad. He does the self-kill. Support fire launched over towards the doorway. At the right-hand side, that'll affect Shine, and the Axis respawning players able to dodge it. And in comes Dozer towards the bottom level. Rifle nade from Ravenite coming in. It's a triple one as he gets the landmine frag going in as well. And he got the engineer. Knight went in as well. Janway and the next pass picked up the final 2 players. The Ravenite clearing up the danger. And it'll be another u96d respawn as they file down towards the side entrance. Ravenite with K43 1 time. 2nd time, Knight gets one in on X-Pass, but here comes the Axis self-kill and respawn. 4 players coming across. There's a grenade backing away, or launching for Playboy out of the way. And grenades being tossed over left, right, and center. Dozer going in. Dynamite yellow on the main entrance, taking down left, right, and center. Knight gonna get grenaded. No revive going to go in just yet as Elps is more interested in firing. Elps finally goes down after getting the revive, and there's a grenade on that dynamite. Will not get it. Double landmine, the double rifle nade team kill from Ravenite, but he had to be sure that the dynamite wouldn't be armed. He had to be certain. It took down some teammates, but they have got the respawn now. Allied team and Axis team both respawning with a straight out rush towards that front gate as the dynamite has faded away. Support fire tossed up over the bridge there, over the wall here. The dynamite is going to blow on the side unless Ravenite has something to say about it. He is going to say something about it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Dynamite is gonna blow on the East Depot wall. Jack with the frag, but the main depot gate is not blown. Without Ravenite, it means that there's no one to stop them. If they can get the quick dynamite in, Jack tosses his dynamite in. He's gonna go for the arm right now. We've got X-Pass to the left-hand side. It's gonna be Dozer and Jack to get the arm. Where's the respawning Axis side is here, but Ravenite does not seem overly interested in it. He's gonna landmine up east, which has already blown. Remember, 7 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock as Parodia start to get chipped away in their defense, but they'll be very happy. Right now we're on course for about 12 minutes, and any further delay it could be as much as 13. But u96d are starting to pressure. They're starting to make holes in the Parodia defense, literally, because there's a big gaping hole where I'm sitting, and that's the 2nd hole as the depot gate blows. And Elps is going to guide this truck in through the main gate with 6:50 on the clock. Support fire coming in from Satan. Now we're on to the final stage here. We are into the depot, and let's see what they can supply us here as Knight with the rifle grenade after going down, and u96d self-kill, respawn, and they'll come as a unit here to try and clear up the danger. And they're going to have to mop up something because they are really losing space here, u96d, at the time. To make this a competitive time, they're going to have to risk through the 2nd stage, or they're going to have to clear something up. Ravenite not gived. Knight had a little bit more on his mind. It was Jowis that was right in front of him. Ravenite got picked straight back up, and Ravenite really could start that Ravenite show up once again if he can get into position. Playboy double MP40 frag. Rebel and Jack goes down as he makes his way up towards the top level. u96d not quite able to get up towards top level as Ravenite comes forward with his own grenade and doesn't gain. Playboy getting the rub of the green and not getting grenaded down, and as he does so, he is coming through Parodia after playing this u96d side with everything they've got. And at the top level, they're going to obviously line up Playboy, and they're obviously going to have Ravenite there as well. But where is Playboy going to be situated? I don't see where he's defending, actually. Playboy picked off by Reva's grenade there, but Ravenite is right with the rifle nade, and Reva's is right with a Thompson, double Thompson frag coming in here. Playboy by getting one back. Shine and Joe is all equally in here, but u96d are straight up the top levels. X-Man's coming in from the rear, thrown down by Jack. He gets himself killed though as he does so, and here comes this u96d coming to the top level. 3 up. They might get the revive on Knight if they do so. Are they going to do so? No. Oh, Playboy stops them in their tracks. Now goes the revive on his teammates, so Playboy going to have to MP40 frags. Knight can't revive. Gazetta picked off, and that attack is over, but not for the shouting, because u96d have got a gaping big hole to attack in. 5 minutes and 7 to go. Unless they can stop them, unless they can filter this engineer, which X-Paz looks like he's going to do, as he landmines up the command post. Then u96d get the self-kill. Panzerfaust strikes the brick wall once again. Saint got 2 double Panzerfaust, but nothing more. And here come the u96d side, all 6 of them. 1 tripping the landmine, that was Elps. And they're just going to have the insta-give on that as well. And u96d have actually pushed being held back at the gate by Jowhis and X-Paz with the MP40 fire. And it depends on the spawn time, because if they get a bad spawn time here in Parodia, they are in trouble. They do have a little while to go to the spawn time. Perhaps someone could sneak through. Revers has got the frag though, has been fragged there, and no one did sneak through. Here comes Knight, he's waiting for the spawn, launches in his rifle grenade, doesn't kill anyone this time, and with 4:23 on the clock, u96d have got to get this gold, because it's now or never. The truck is way in position. Self-kill coming in once again, and u96d going to charge down as 6. There's the artillery from X-Paz though, stopping them in their tracks. Dozer and Revers both out for the count. I can't believe Revers is not playing rifle lane. Why is Knight playing rifle lane? It can only be to do with the fact that, well no, he's not a bad thing. Because Revers has been one of the greatest engineers we've seen in ET, and he's not playing engineer. That surprises me. Now come u96d, they're going to send Knight in through the main entrance. He's going to get grenade tossed out from one side, he's going to launch on in, and this is Jowhis, MP40, and the grenade. Raven chipping in with the landmine frag. u96d have nothing left in this attack. They're going to have to fall back to the drawing board. You just wonder, what are they doing? Because this is a very, very aggressive defense, and it's working so beautifully. u96d will be so frustrated, but this is so unorthodox and so aggressive that u96d are getting caught well out of guard. Playboy is stopping anything that moves. Let's make that very abundantly clear. As he's getting help from the crossfire from his teammates, but he's the one chipping in with the frags here. Let's find him, in fact. And I just missed him. Let's go all the way around. Playboy has got a grand total of 35 frags to just 7 deaths, including 16 headshots, and just a little black die. Fire effect right down outside the main. u96d, they got the hole in the defense, but they can't pierce it wide open. They can't pressurize it, and really, Parodia have got just everything going for them. And the question is whether they will be able to make it count further on. As they lost the command post, they spawn in another location. They have still got the command post, the Axis side. Fire for the support fire is launching in at the Axis spawn. And Jack comes frag down the same. But the road rifle nade from Ravenite, down goes Elps and Jack. Now it's going to be Knight coming with a grand shine, picks him off with the Luger, and in comes the self-kill. Parodia have got this one wrapped up, 2:25 on the clock. I can't see anything happening now, and we'll go into garbage time in about a minute, but I think we're already in garbage time as Fire for Effect tossed down at that command post. Here comes the respawn from that command post. u96d are trying to come across the main route so that they don't get spawn camp. Any second now, it would surprise me if Saint went Panzerfaust just to clear up the mess and have some fun as he likes to do so. Jowhis just getting caught in no man's land, gets a self-kill in, and Revers with the constant frag. We've still got X-Paz guarding the rear. Self-kill coming in by two over both sides, in fact, and with 1:54 on the clock, we are almost into garbage time as Parodia are just defending right out of the gates here. They're so aggressive, relying on pure aim rather than anything else, and it's working a real treat for them. They are dominating, absolutely dominating, and it's going to be a real challenge for u96d to hold on for 15 minutes. They can do it. They do have the ability, but they're going to have to hold them up, and they're going to have that little bit of element of luck here. u96d have now got one player up the stairwell. They've got a second one. It's Jack and Elps, both with pistols, but Shine is there. Shine takes 2 headshots, though, down to 50% HP. Jack coming forward, does a bit more damage. X-Paz is there, coming in from the rear is Jowhis, though, and Elps picks up his weapon. It wasn't Jowhis, in fact, but Elps has now got a weapon, and there are 2 players up on this top level. Knight down, Jowhis with the frag, and he was gipped as well before Jowhis got picked up. He's going to go for a Thompson frag. Playboy is coming up the ridge to try and clear out the danger. Gazetta getting the frag on Playboy, though, getting grenaded from the rear. It was Revers who finished off his own team's attack. That's never good news. In comes the frag on Ravenite there, but the hole has been pierced. All too late for this u96d side. They have been full held on Supply Depot. This is Radio ITG, and we'll be right back.
Okay, so we all piled into the company kitchen and cooked up dairy. level had already been created. This theory held true for approximately 27 minutes, until it was shot down by 13-year-old Jimmy Smith.
I just thought it sounded pretty dumb.
It sounded pretty dumb. So, we decided to assemble a new station focused on games, gamers, gaming, and gaming.
You said gaming 3.
Hey, shut the hell up. Tune in and play Radio ITG. The game to provide you with live sports coverage. You wanted it. You got it. The station devoted to... So keep it here. Radio ITG.
You guys are doo-doo heads.
We are back on Radio ITG. A full hold from Parodia on Supply Depot means that this game has gone the way of the predictions. People thought Parodia would absolutely annihilate u96d, and they sure did on that. They sure did on their attack. The u96d offense went and didn't do anything. They had their chance. I didn't feel the medic work was great. I really didn't. I wasn't compelled by the reviving, let's put it that way. But, I mean, hats off to Parodia. They make any team that plays them on this map look bad. And I could sit here all day and say, u96d didn't do this, didn't do that. But really, they did. Really, they did everything a standard team would do, because there isn't the u96d Supply Depot attack. Rah! No, there isn't that. There isn't anything standard. There isn't anything other than the standard. Other than 5 this way, 1 up the... They didn't try the rear when they had the option. But it was a defense that was so aggressive, so in your face, and so brilliantly orchestrated. So that it was combining self-kills with a hell of a lot of fire. And then chip in with Raven Eye's rifle nade. It was simply perfect. And whether it could be replicated at any other side, I don't think so. I think this is u96 Parodia's map. Let's see what u96d have to say about that on their defense. They will get this underway in 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are fight with u96d having it all to do. They have to full hold. They really need to full hold, or they need a dogged performance to build confidence. As Gazetta and Knight, and Gazetta again, Jack again, 5 frags, Parodia lose their way. Getting one back is Playboy. Would you better get him getting an extra frag? Gazetta goes down, and they lose another one. It's Knight that's out from Playboy's shots there, but u96d got 5 quick frags, and it really signaled their attention. Now chips in with another one. Raven coming in with a rifle nade. So many self-kill. That bottom level is unguarded, and you know what? The self-kills that were far too easily spotted. The Dynamite is half-armed now by Saint on that bottom level, who self-killed foolishly self-killed, because he could have got that, and he just wanted the self-kill anyway, because he wanted to spawn on. Raveneye's going to try and finish that off. He does get it in just in the nick of time. Saint was back down there to back him up. He could have had it armed earlier, but u96d have lost their engineer, and it's all because 1, 2, 3 of them self-killed, and there was a frag. 3 self-kill at a position where the Allied side are swarming down towards the main entrance. Why? Why would anyone do such a thing? And Supply Depot is one map where spawn timing is very important, and self-killing, staying in position, is far more important. That is what is important on Supply Depot, especially if u96d make that mistake on the final stage. There will be mincemeat. And let's see whether they're going to make it anything of this here. We're on to the second stage. 13 minutes and 26, 25, 24, and Parodia are going to charge up with this truck. The gate has blown wide open. The truck is coming up towards the hill. Jams is dead. Fire for effect is at that command post as well. It is Dozer that's going to try and block the way. Elves and Revers are there to back him up. This command post is going to be the scene of the next battle, as Parodia have 5 lined up, ready to make the charge as they jump down behind the truck. There's a satchel explosion. Command post is down, from that satchel charge. Self-kill coming in by Gazette. Nice work of the Allied kill to get into the back there. And now let's see whether they can actually get their engineer in there. They have. The Alex's team have fallen all the way back because they've lost their engineer. They've lost their whole command post defense in 50 seconds. And the Dynamite could go down. And Knight's going to get picked off by Axpaz and Thompson here. And where is Raveneye's down and give? So the Dynamite did go down and is not going to come back until he respawns. But already, u96d have capitulated, and they will not be coming back. We're going to have an Allied respawn any moment now, one would assume. And as the Allied team get that command post up, self-kill come in by both sides, and they're going to already move on to the next phase. They're already going to have to get to this main depot gate with 12 minutes and 15 to go. They know that they can take their time, get every aspect of their attack right here. X-Paz comes forward, Dynamite at his speed. He does get the arm. Oh, picked off by Dozes onto respawn so brilliantly there as Elp steps in with his own onto respawn. Shine and Raven both down, and Parodia have been denied with just a little tweak of that Dynamite to go. Let's see if they can finish this one off. The grenade's tossed over. They're going to go to the East Depot wall first. It will be Ravenite to go there. It will be Ravenous to challenge him. It will be Ravenous to fall all the way back down because Playboy shot him in the face, and he will just have to back away for dear life. Now, here come u96d though. Here come Parodia, sorry, as they drop down. Support by Gazetta picks off Shine. X-Paz and Ravenite were the engineers. Let's check if they still are. It is going to be Ravenite and Saint and X-Paz, 3 engineers. Dynamite yellow, and it's going to be armed by Saint. Saint is going to be picked off. Ravenite going to go in for the arm right now. Going to be picked up from the left-hand side. They're swarming around the frag, in the front. Then the Dynamite has been armed at the depot gate. Knight prone down on the defuse. 26 seconds to go. Allied body swarming in. Fire going to come in. Rifle nade from Ravenite. Jack's not going to get revived. And that Dynamite literally had one more tweak to go, and it would have been defused, but it wasn't. No. And u96d are going to get pushed back again unless they are going to do something about this. Unless someone is going to come from a spawn, swarm over, finish in 8 seconds before that Dynamite blows. The self-kill is coming in. The axe is tied. No, but there is nothing left on that Dynamite to go. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Depot gate is blown, and the Axis side are nowhere to be seen. And this u96d side have got to come up and be counted for here. 10 minutes on the final stage. Is that possible?
Dynamite
I really don't think so. We've got Revers here, we've got Elps here, Jack, Gazetta, all on this top stage. Raven over the Grand Frag picking up Knight. This was where Creaturin started to put up a fight against Parodia on Sunday, but I really don't think they will do this time. I really don't think the Parodia will have any difficulty swarming through this defense in less than 5 minutes. Allied truck now in position. Saint is going to launch his grenades up towards his top level. He is the Pantherfaust. In fact, there's Dozes' grenade. Saint and Shine say goodnight, and they are both down. Gibbs not in yet, and they're going to have u96d are not looking for these Gibbs actually. Ravenite coming forward. Ravenite going to be challenged down by Dozes. Rifle grenade coming in from Ravenite, and now they're not going to go for. Oh, they've done this foolishly. Dozes is going to drop down towards bottom level. Going to get picked off by Saint by X-Paz's grenade. It has finished off Saint though. In comes the rifle grenade towards that top level. Revers is down. Oh, Revers dropped his own grenade on a teammate as he died, and because the medics went forward, there was only one medic to come back into position, and he's not going to come back because he went forward and he dropped a grenade when he got rifle naded. Because the medics went forward, Dozer and I think it was Gazetta, there's no one to back up this defense. It's all on Elps. Elps has been annihilated by the onrushing team, and it's all on Jack, who is a medic, but there's nothing behind him. It's a Jack with Jack has. I can't remember his name. Jack. That's all I'm going to call him. He's going to have to put up a brick wall here. He is Pantherfausted down. Maybe making the most of it, but u96d have cost it because they've foolishly swung their medic forward into positions where they just cannot be revived, and the construction has been done, and u96d can swallow their pride and say, we're not going to win EuroCup if we play like that on Supply Depot ever again. If we play like that on any map ever again. Here come Ravenite. He's got the gold in the back of the truck. Playboy's going to back him up, drop back in the back of the truck. That is moving away now, and with every inch it takes rifle name from Ravenite. Goodbye, Mr. Knight. And I still don't understand why Ravenite's not playing rifle name. He's far better than most people in Europe with rifle name. Only Ravenite, I would say, has anything close on him. Revers does have the benefit of having a beautiful shot on him as well, so maybe that is something about it. Now, Jack can come down this right-hand side. u96d gonna have to take this to Oasis. They're gonna have to pull hold. And as X-Paz tosses the support fire down in front of Axis respawn, Elps will do the same, but Elps will get caught in X-Paz's support fire. Gazetta might get caught in his own teammates one there, and he doesn't. The truck is stagnant in front of the Axis respawn though. Playboy is now with it. Revers will get picked off as he went to grab it. X-Paz will move that truck away. Grand Frag coming in by Saint as well. And u96d have lost this game, or have lost this first map. And it's only time will tell whether they actually have a chance of doing it on the next map. And, I didn't see anything in that map that suggested they would, but when we saw Creaturin take take Parodia to Radar, we saw a completely different Parodia side, one who just that bit lucky to win. This is Radio ITG, and we shall be right back after some Puddle of Mud and Never Change. If you need to go to the toilet, now's the time. This is Radio ITG, and we have got still 8 players to ready up. We're on Oasis. Some people have disappeared for a little while, and we are just in the intermission. Damn, if u96d are going to do what I said they would do, and if they're not going to make me look like a complete idiot, because I said u96d are more than good enough to be playing in this match. I said that they will take it to a third map and maybe Parodia will win it. But u96d are going to prove me right here, because, you know, they make me look like an idiot. I think they'll take this full hold. Whether they then beat the time, because I was so disappointed with them on Supply Depot, they just, oh, it looked awful. Whether they then have what it takes to beat Parodia's defense will be seen. Ravenite with a rifle nade might have something to say about that. He has often said, "Welcome to the Ravenite Show. Join in one and all. Get rifle naded and go to hell." And the question is whether he will say that again on Oasis, because I think he could. I think that this could be a match where he'll shine. But you never know. This is Radio ITG. We'll be right back.
And let's see, who wants weed off the air?
Dude, I know nobody wants.
Who wants weed off the air? Off the air.
I don't want weed off the air.
One, and that's a map.
Get off my phone!
Legs.
Oh, I'm not gonna deal with this shit tonight.
Great, that means I'm not gonna get any more death threats. This is awesome.
The new radio ITG.
You're back here and inside the game, and we are all but ready to go. 5 players left to go, and I say this every time we come to Oasis, every time we come to Supply Depot, but first stage. Put 5 minutes on the clock. Come on, you can do it. 5 minutes on this first stage. A good crossfire, some good support fires, some brilliant rifle leading, and some strong mining positions. I mean, you can mine up the lower area to make sure that no one ever comes through. If you mine up this lower area underneath, and then keep the high area mined up as well, then you've only got to focus on one place. You've only got to focus your fire on the right-hand side. You can leave one player to clear up the bottom level, plus your roaming rifle nade. You can keep all of your fire on the right-hand wall, or left-hand wall, whatever you call it, and whichever position they may be in. That's all that matters. I mean, it really is that easy. And, I just feel that teams aren't making enough of an effort on this first stage, because I think that there's time up for grabs here, and in stopwatch, win time and win the game. And I just think that first stage is where it can be won by. Anyway, we are still waiting on Jauhis, who is AFK. Looking at the pings, everything pretty even. Average ping is 85 and 55, so that's not very even in fact, but no one's complaining, so that's the important matter. Now, let's dip into IRC. I noticed that Nellin wanted me to request a song Emma Bunton and Tintin Out. Well, I'm not going to do that. But, in fact, I don't have any songs to play with request, because I think this game's going to get underway pretty soon. But maybe it won't. Or maybe I'm very, very wrong. Aww. Big shout out to admin Valkyr, and to the admins at Clanbase, and good job so far. So, as Clanbase EuroCup comes to a conclusion, this is a winner's bracket match. We have got the loser of this team will still stay in the cup. There is no way they're going out just yet. They're still in it by a long shot. There's a loser's bracket still to go. Don't always see a loser's bracket in EuroCup, but you are now. And the way EuroCup is operating this season, of course, with LAN finals, is that some cups are operating with losers brackets, some cups are operating with different playoff brackets to incorporate the LANs, and so on. So it'll be interesting. But Jauhis is ready up, so we'll be right back on Inside the Game.
Speed, service, community. GameCloud.com, a speakeasy company.
Shout out to Robert Duckies. Yes, Robert Duckies. If Sim was here, he'd play his little Sesame Street thing, but Sim's not here, and I gotta stop talking to myself. Anyway, I've got to say, shout out to Toed, the #1 NL person. Right. But we still need to get this game underway, and it is being delayed even further. And I look at we look around, and I can't see why, but we will find out. This is Radio ITG. We'll be right back. Eventually. calling for those who haven't voted. Go do it. We're going to get this game underway in 3, 2, 1, and we are Fight Parodia on the offense. And this will be where it's won and lost. If Parodia set a time, then it could be all bad news for u96d. But if u96d can get a nice full hold on the clock, that'll give them that mental boost. But it doesn't look like they're going to do this on the first stage with Parodia. Stream down the right-hand side, 4 players coming down the left-hand side, as the grenades rain in behind them. It's going to be Shine to lead the charge. Parodia getting the Thompson frags in, and Shine is going to make a move on this flag already. He's got straight through. Dozer's the only one that can stop him. Dozer does stop him, but not before he touches that flag. And already the defense has crumbled like a piece of bread, as they have just backed off, and u96d have absolutely nothing to do. They have got to fall back, get back into position, and wonder whether Raveneye is going to get the flag as he hops, skips, and jumps in. He gets it, pistol, self-kill, and u96d have crumbled. That's not good. I mean, there just wasn't enough fire coming down the left-hand side. There were 2 people to stop 4. Doesn't work. There was no fire coming from the right-hand side too late. Dynamite goes down, yellow at the main wall. Raveneye will try and finish the job now. He comes down, he prones, he arms. Dozer was on the other side of the door, but just wasn't interested, as the Axis team reclaim that poor bunker, but then lose it back again. Raveneye spotting up the landmines as he does so, and was it Raveneye, I think? Parodia have got Playboy making sure no one comes up high, and that disappoints me. u96d really could have done it there. There just wasn't the fire coming from the old city walls. There was 2 on 4 on the left-hand side. The 2 were always going to win. We have an Axis pause. I'm going to use this opportunity to be right back. And we'll play you just the little ending of that Clash song. We'll be right back. Finally, and as we get this underway, u96d have set themselves up for the final stage, and with 17:27 on the clock, it's going to be a push through towards the back spawn, the water tunnels exit, as I just readjust my microphone, there we go, and it's just 1 player who's down there, and it's not going to be down there anymore. Reva's double landmine frag and the rifle frag, that's what we want to see. Reva's playing as he should be engineered for the rest of his life, and should never be allowed to change. Jack coming forward, picking up the MP40 frag on Playboy there, and with 17 minutes and 1 second on the clock, X-Paz is going to come forward, lose his hand, get down by his feet, pick up the Thompson frag, tank down for the count. Axis respawn is not imminent as Jack backs away, and the grenades come across towards that back alley. We have got 2 players down there. It's Saint and it is X-Paz. Playboy and Jamnis and Shine are all there. Are we starting to see a hole pierced in this u96d defense with Jack is trying to come in from behind, but it hasn't worked. Revers is self-killed, and Revers is going to come across with that rifle from spawn. He launches, he fires, he doesn't hit anything, and this Parodia side, although dispersed, are reviving and are ready to go. Another revive going in. Raveneye coming in with a rifle nade frag. Shine is going to get picked up by Jauhiz there. We've got 1 player already down towards the back alley. It's safe. If he can get a revive, he's an engineer. It will be Shine to come and revive him. No one to drop down from the back, and u96d have been holed as they got through. Rifle nade coming in from all the way. I don't know where the hell's going, but Gazetta's frag. Gazetta's support fire. Downing 1, but I'm amazed it didn't pick off Shine, who was standing literally next to Saint, who was blown away by that support fire. Jauhiz comes into spawn, and there is absolutely no need for Saints for after comments, but here we go. Jack's going to come into spawn and just defend the very spawn part of it, but Jauhiz chips him off before Knight gets the equalizer. It's 15 minutes and 38 on the clock coming in from the rear guns. We have Parodia, Playboy, and X-Pass. And here they go. Fire for Effect going to be tossed in here by X-Pass towards the middle arch, I would imagine. Rifle they just tossed all the way back. That Fire for Effect does come in by the Axis side on the back middle arch, and X-Pass didn't put one in the end. Fire coming from that north arch, well, from the north anti-tank gun, Rifle Nade and Elps's M40 fire coming all the way across towards south, where there's some grenades being tossed over. Playboy and X-Pass teaming up here to annihilate Knight. Elps chipping in though, getting equalizer. Down goes Raveneye. Raveneye was the engineer, of course. In towards that back entrance comes Saint, an engineer picked up by Playboy, the medic. Support fire in at the north anti-tank gun. It will just blow, it will not connect, and here they will go. They'll come in towards the south as they trip the landmine. It's Saint to go down. Frank coming in, Gibb coming in from above. Playboy didn't realize he was going to get Gibb and sacrificed himself, going running with the needle rather than the gun. And that's one of the few times you'll see him make that error as Raveneye comes forward, as he's going to just sneak through Jack spawn. And needle out from Jauhis, getting shot in the back, and it's Jauhis is going to be the one to go down and get Gibb. Raveneye has next to no HP as he tries to grenade the spawn ladder, and he is, as I try to find him, Revan's Rifle Nade going to come in now from the north arch, just overheaded a touch, drop down behind, and we have still got Raveneye somewhere around. With the Rifle Nade, he's in the office above the Axis respawn. He gets the Gibb on Dozer, and with 13 HP, he's going to come towards that command post. He has got a charge bar. He is going to get challenged by Rivers, but he gets the equalizer as he goes down. Rivers out for the count. Respawn coming in by the Allied side. Axis team just getting their respawn as well. Playboy coming across towards the south, backed up by Saint. Two of them going to make the push across towards that south anti-tank gun in a second now. A hop, a skip, a bullet in the face as Saint goes down. Gibb, landmine, out of the game goes Playboy as well, and the Parodia side are starting to look a little bit disjointed, lose a few numbers. Zhao is in on the spawn on his own, picking off one, fragged off by the artillery support of Knight. Raveneye out for the count, and this Parodia no. You have to attack as a unit to get through, and they just aren't doing that. X-Pass coming in towards the north anti-tank gun on his own. Raveneye at spawn on his own. Shine backing him up, and Zhao is backing him up. In fact, Dozer gonna get the revive here on his teammate at the MG nest. No, X-Pass chips him with his second Thompson frag. If the Gibbs can go in on those players at the MG nest, that will be a beautiful job for them to do. Saint coming in underneath the MG42 nest on his own. And he will be backed up now by Playboy. In fact, I was very wrong there. Saint was not on his own. And Zhao is going to come up towards that MG42 nest. Two medics at the MG42 nest. Two dangerous medics. Zhao and Playboy, two of the strongest shots that Parodia have. And they're going to go across towards the spawn platform. Zhao is going to toss his own grenade down towards the spawn platform itself. And up towards the north anti-tank. Down we go. Raveneye is there. Backed up by Shine. Rifle Nade been picked up by Shine as he comes through. He picks off one. Gazetta support fire. Blows two away. Inside. I didn't think that was humanly possible, but it is. And that wafer-thin wooden roof has cut apart this Finnish attack as they were about to go through to the north anti-tank gun. Call that a bug in the game, call that something, but I call that a death. Two deaths, in fact, as the Allied side lose their engineer and medic, but the Axis side lose a few minutes off their life as well, because they're going to realize how close they were to losing that north anti-tank, or at least Dynamite going down. Zhao His with the Thompson frag, picking another one off. Revers comes in with the K-43 equalizer, but Zhao His got the Gibb. And Parodia Raveneye coming in with the Garam frag on Dozer. Where was Playboy though? As Jack coming up towards the office, he locates Playboy, prones down. If you can prone, I can prone too, he says, and he gets it. And all proners are going to come united in one battle. Let's put it that way. Is Shine going to come in towards that north anti-tank gun, backed up by X-Pass. They trip one landmine, they go in towards the boxes. Just Shine not sure whether to give or go as he waits and waits, and Dynamite down on the south anti-tank gun. Thompson fire coming up towards the MG42 nest. There is Jack hitting the deck, Dynamite planted on the south, and with 21 seconds to go, that was a song. And Shine getting up towards that north anti-tank gun archway, sacrificed himself to his guard, and could not save the mighty X-Pass. Jauhis with the Thompson frag, downing Elks. Dynamite is yellow at the north anti-tank gun. It is Saint who's going to put the fire across towards that north anti-tank gun. It was Raveneye that was picked up by Revan's rifle grenade. Raveneye isolated underneath the electricity coils underneath that north anti-tank gun. He has got 35 HP. He has got absolutely no backup, and he is waiting, and he has got absolutely no life left in him as Shine comes in with the Gibb. That is going to be it. Playboy MP45 downs Jack. They're going to come across towards that north anti-tank gun. I see no one in there. 10 seconds left on that Dynamite. Only Raveneye's left Garand that's there, and Revan's going to lead the charge, but it'll be too little too late. The south is gone. The north will go in any second now. There it is. North anti-tank gun gone. And u96d capitulate at the hands of the mighty Finnish Parodia. This is Radio ITG.
Quake 3. Counter-Strike. Quake 3. Counter-Strike. Quake 3. Counter-Strike.
Turn this car around! If
right now, this radio ITG broadcaster is begging u96d to make this a close match. Is begging u96d to connect to the server and play instead of whoever is on the server right now, because that ain't u96d. This is a diabolical performance, and they're going to have to come up with something better, or they are going to just drift away and really just get absolutely nowhere. As my Winamp goes again, all funny, and look, it set its priority down to medium. It should be at high. There we go, high. Yes, it's you. Now, what can we do? What can we say? What can u96d do on this offense? I mean, they've got what? 11 minutes, is it? They have 9 minutes. Oh, that's even worse. 9 minutes and 10 seconds to get this, and I have absolutely no idea how they're going to do this. They have got to get this first stage quickly. I feel that Parodia will be slightly more organized on the first stage. That was their home map. They were unbeatable on that not too long ago. Days ago, they were unbeatable on that. Now they look like they just installed ET 2 minutes ago. They got annihilated on Supply Depot. Their defense was awful. They really just didn't look like they played the game before, sending medics out to their deaths on the stairway with a whole 6 charging up. No revives in hope and hell of a revive. Then the field ops went down following a team grenade after another medic went down before a field ops went down. They say a father should never bury his son. Well, a medic should never bury his... a field op should never bury his medic. That is how it should be. A field op should never bury a medic. A medic should always be the one picking up that field ops. Never any other way round. 3, 2, 1. We are ready to rock and roll here with u96d. Knowing it's now or never, they will go into the loser's bracket, and they will be demoralized beyond all comeuppances as they will have to come back to something. They are going to send 3 down this left-hand side, and Playboy is just going to stick a knife in the face of them. And the revive comes in by Jack. He was able to revive the medic before the field ops. Nice one, and that's more like it as they come forward. They're just funneling through this left-hand corridor. Playboy not able to stick the dagger in their back. Goes for the revive on. Oh, Jack Gibb. Nice one from the fire from above. And now Gazetta, another revive coming in by Dozer. Dozer still at quite high on HP, actually, lifting himself up. And they will make it all the way up to the left-hand side of this wall. Rifle nade is there. They have 4 players. This is more like it, u96d. This is the teamwork. This is the medic revives. This is the Garand frag from Rivers. They've got the flag. They've done it. Inside a minute. They've got the flag. The Axis team have lost the flag. And Knight is going to skip forward and get the dynamite down. And this is what we might like to see. This is what we know from u96d. This is what we know they're capable of. And now they have given themselves a real fighting chance as they steamroll through. Choo-choo. There's the steamroll as it comes straight through this Parodia defense. And now they're making a game of it. Now they've shown that they are good enough to play in EuroCup 11. And the real u96d have connected to the server. The old ones have been banished. Let's see if they can... how long it will take them to get these 2 guns down. Let's see if I'm just being an idiot. We'll soon see. 7:43. If u96 don't plan on the guns, it's most likely that TosspoT's an idiot. If they do, then TosspoT's an evil genius. There's Playboy coming in. Oh, almost around from St. Triple Frag. Gazetta, Dozer, and Jack all out and down. And that was embarrassing to say the least. But is that just their spam tactics to hold on to the first stage? Or does that mean that they have given up and they think they've won it already? Because if they think they've won it already, Parodia, they're very, very wrong. Self-kills coming in, it looks like they're falling back to regular positions, and it was just spam tactics to hold off a few extra seconds on the clock. Jack going up towards that north-hand sector. Behind you! He picks off Saint. He's going for Playboy. Playboy loses his hat, but he doesn't lose his life. And now they're going to funnel back up towards that north arc. It's going to be Saint to go down again. Oh, Saint just gets out of there in the time. Fire coming down from the MG net now. Playboy going to back him up, get the revive on Saint, who went down for the 2nd time of his life. And he will drop the ammo down for Playboy. As the fire comes in, Dozer is at the north end, taking 3 self-kills coming in by the u96, by the Parodia side. And with 6:45 to go. They're moving, they're walking, they're playing, and they're trying to get through. But with that roaming 1-man 30-clip panda bounce of Playboy, you just have to wonder whether Parodia will be stopped anytime soon. The grenades tossed over towards that north arc. The medics are backing them up. The fire for effect comes in. There's the revive. Jack is there. We just didn't see this on Supply Depot, but there wasn't a revive to get. So Portfire annihilates the engineer's body, and it's just his poor little engineer's hat lying down on the ground, and he will not be coming back anytime soon. 6:11 on the clock, u96d, still with north and south to go. Are they going to come in from south, or they're going to go all the way back around? They need to make an incision now. They need to through into the body, making their way up towards the left ventricle, and burst it, and blow out the Parodia hearts, because that is the only way they will do this. Riflenade is going to encircle Gazetta. Jam has got the frag. They're all going to run forward and self-kill any second now. There it is. Allied side respawning up just now. One going down the water tunnels, one coming through the main. Dozer with that Thompson frag. Saint is down long time. Raven Eye is going to come across towards the MG and just guard it up as they double back towards spawn. Jack is there. Dozer is going to back him up. And the two medics are going to slowly decide which way they want to attack. They are going to go around to south. Jack is going to stay on his own. And this is bad. U96d must attack as a unit, or they will lose this match. U96d has got split up into 6 individuals. Knight is at the MG nest on his own. Medic on his own at the MG nest. Not good. And the support fire coming in from Gazetta at the spawn. He's on his own as well. Jack is nowhere to be seen. Rev is getting the dynamite down. Axis pause. And this is, wow. Shine is lagging, and we'll be right back here on Inside the Game in just one moment.
This is gaming with one of those generic energy products. And this is gaming powered by XTZ Herbal Energy. Yeah! Eat it, baby! Combined with Metro Labs, a leader in unique herbal formulations, XTZ offers a wide assortment of herbal energy products. Our incredible selection includes energy drinks, mints, chocolates, and syrups, super caffeinated coffees, and much more. Check out our wide selection of eye-opening performance enhancers. No, not that kind of performance. At www.xtz.com.
We're back here in Inside the Game. 5:12 on the clock. 1:95 until we get this underway. Shine is lagging. Oh no. The internet connection must shine through for Shine. Parodia know that the dynamite is about to go in on the south. Raven Eye is going to come across from the spawn and back him up. It is Revers getting the arm in any second now as he does so. You have to wonder whether there is life left in this. 5:12, that dynamite was blown. 4:40, dynamite planted. Or is it? Yes, now it is. Raven Eye with a rifle grenade, right on cue, getting the frag. Dozer gets the instant revive. Another Raven Eye rifle just tossed up there. Revers gets a revive again. The Playboy chipping in. The equalizer going to come in from Revers. No, it's not. Battle of the rifle grenade. Battle of Playboy as he comes in. But there's Jack in the back. Oh, Jack strikes. And Raven Eye goes down. That's a brilliant play. As Parodia are just going to get charged forward. Parodia lose Playboy as well with Revers with the ACP. That's more like it from U96d. That's a stupid team kill revive there from Jack. As he picked off Dozer, he picked off Revers from so far away. At least be close when you do it. Because now he's down and Gibbs from the landmine. In an important match, that's awful. You might do it in a practice where you're winning because you're owning the opposition, but in a match like this, at least wait until you're at least a second away from him. But here they come. Jack and Revers in through the spawn to lead the charge. Raven Eye was killed by Eltz's Thompson, and let's see if they can make the most of this. Saint tosses grenade over towards the north arch. Parodia have got Raven Eye in the spawn. He's going to come across towards the south. Shine is there. Revers go around frag. Down goes Jowlis. Eltz lost his life in battle, in vain. As Gazetta's going to come in through the spawn. 67 HP. Going to make his way up towards the spawn platform and just double back and try and clear it out. Raven Eye going to go across towards the south. Revers got dynamite in the north. Raven Eye is going to come in from the rear. Double grenade frag going in. Knight picks up Revers though. Grenade will blow left, right, and center. Knight needs to get in here because Revers going to lose his life. Dynamite upon the north ending tank gun. Raven Eye is up and active at the back of the north ending tank gun though. He's run out of grenades though. He's going to come in, but it wouldn't surprise me if U96d are going to get a mortar up any second now. Raven Eye going to fire. You'll take aim and fire towards the spawn. He gets picked off by Gazetta Thompson frag. This is U96d. They have connected to the server. They are playing ET for the first time tonight. Gazetta down and Gibb, but not before he got the frag. But not before Raven Eye is down. Here comes the self-kill. Are they going to have an engineer in time? You have to down it. You have to feel that dynamite is going to blow any second now. Mortar in, rifle nade, north end tech gun gone. We're going to go into a third map. And I am not an idiot. Thank you very much. We are alive and well as ET comes back to life in this match. U96d come back. They needed just 5-6 whole minutes out of a possible 9 and 10. You felt they'd given up. You felt they were dead. But hell no. It is with proud honor that I am announcing that Savers have made their second roster change since forming for QuakeCon 2005 in Dallas, Texas. First it was Sanctity to replace Firestorm, and now it is Atlas out and former Dignitas and Infendus Sill in. That is right. Sill replaces Atlas in the Savers lineup. The news will come. I'll post it on X-File later. But spread the word. Savers add a EuroCup winner to their roster. And that means that every player in the Savers side is a EuroCup winner. That is pretty impressive. Whether it's EuroCup 9 or EuroCup 10. But this is Radio ITG. We are still eliminating matches, but we have hope. We have seen that u96d have finally connected to the server. They have finally, after three and a half rounds, woke up. We're going to play Radar here. Radar! Oh dear, as Creaturin proved, Parodia are not good on Radar. This will be one hell of a map here inside the game, and we shall be right back once I can work out what sounder I'm going to play.
So, like, I wanted to get a game server because my current one sucked, and I was like, I would sell my soul for a low ping. And then this voice came out of nowhere and was like,
I've got a low ping server for cheap.
And then I was like, yeah, and he was like,
yes, give me your soul.
And I was all like, who are you? And he said,
GameDamons.net. We've got low ping, low cost servers for the seriously elite gamers such as yourself.
So I asked him, I said, do you provide highly customizable, high performance Unreal Tournament, Counter-Strike, and Doom 3 servers with an easy to use interface at low prices? And he said,
yep.
And that's when the pink elephant on my shoulder exploded and I got a Game Damon server. GameDamons.net has low ping, high performance gaming servers. They hooked me up. They'll hook you up too. GameDamons.net.
You're inside the game, and that breaking news that Sil joins Save Us, and to provide Belgian chocolates for the side. I caught up with Potter earlier, and Potter said that the side had been lacking Belgian chocolates for some time, and that Sanctity was not doing a very good job protecting Potter from spiders, and they had to reinforce the spider protections, because if you didn't realize, and this is a funny story I'm going to tell you, in fact, ironically, we were playing a mix together, Potter, Sil, Leon, myself, a couple others, and we're actually named as Team Sil, but that's irrelevant. And we were halfway playing, and suddenly we had this big scream coming from Potter. Ah, spider! And yes, beloved Save Us Potter, who annihilated 8 D-Sky players, who just manipulates teams and destroys the enemies, is afraid of a spider. And it wasn't a big spider either. And apparently, it all came from when he was just a little boy. And he was staying at a friend's house, and he saw a spider when he was asleep. And Potter is saying, "Oh my God, please stop!" But I can't stop. It's an important story to tell, and it had to be told. 7 players left to ready up, and we shall talk Radar. Creatorin, when they came to play Parodia on Radar, looked strong, looked complete, and they were just unable to get that gold to the truck. They had the gold so many times. The Parodia defense was weak. Creatorin had just had that same supply depot pasting the u96d had. But they then had to fight it. They then overcame it and put up a real fight on the Radar. A real fight on Radar. But they weren't to do it again. They weren't able to hold on for the full time and fight it out. They were just a second too short. I have to say, another minute, I think Creatorin would have taken Radar. That was in Detection on Sunday. That was on Radio ITG. This is in Clan-Based EuroCup. This is on Radio ITG. This is 2-2, Supply Depot and Oasis. The question is, who will win Radar? Okay, we're back here on Inside the Game. Still 6 players to ready up. If you've just joined us, firstly, where the hell have you been? Because we played a Supply Depot with Parodia on their own, 6 versus 0. Then we played 1 round of Oasis, 6 versus 0. Suddenly, u96d connected to the server, started playing ET, and wow! In 6 minutes, they turned this game around. In 6 minutes, u96d burst down the door, got the flag, got the plants down, and there was nothing Parodia could do about it. Let's see if that same u96d side is connected, because they got full held on Supply Depot. They got annihilated on their Supply Depot defense. Their Oasis defense was awful, and the question is only whether they have got the ability to play it on Radar. We'll see. Still waiting on 6 players to ready up, and this match is, well, running late. It's taking a long time, but that is not a problem. And we still need some u96d players to ready up. They like a little bit intermission. They like to, sit back, chill out. We're onto Radar. We just connected to the server. Yes, that's how they like to play it, because they're happy. Because they got annihilated on the first one. And big shout out to Andy F1 as well. And he wants me to play, Witch King wants me to play U2. But U2 suck, except for one song, which I'm not going to play. With or Without You is a good song. That's true, but it's not, it doesn't fit the mood, you know. Panterfaust, with or without you. No, it just doesn't work. I'm sorry. And now I've run out of things to say once again, after insulting U2. And, let's see, who will win the general election? Let's talk about that. The British general election is today. Polling booths close in 25 minutes if you didn't know, and if you haven't voted, make sure you vote Labour, or tactically vote for Labour, because nobody wants the fascist conservatives in anyway. Now, as we look, still a little while to go, and XPAS is not ready either, so if this game is not going to get underway anytime soon. And we'll be right back here on Radio ITG with some killers, and somebody told me. Perfect timing for me to add a news post on Xfire. That's how long we're having an intermission for. And www.xfire.b to read my latest post. It's about Sil joining Belgium, joining Savus. And it reads, reigning EuroCup champions Savus and potential QuakeCon suitors have made their second roster change in the build-up to the big event in Dallas. Former Dignitas and Offensive star Sil has joined up to complete the roster, leaving an active 6 who are all EuroCup champions. The lineup now consists of 4 ex-Savus EuroCup winners and 3 Dignitas winners. Yep, Savus Raptors won it twice. Best of luck to Sil as he replaces Atlas in the roster. #Savus. Aww. That was it. But you have to say that there is, you know, very little left that I can say, because this match was 30 minutes late to start off with, and then delayed another 30 minutes on the server, and now we're having big delays in between the maps. So I really don't have much left to say. So maybe we could all just sit here and meditate. Hum. Okay, that doesn't really work. But it was worth a try. And I'm sure you're as uninterested as I am, as we wait on the final 2 players to ready up. That's Elps and Knight. And we shall return on Inside the Game in just a minute after some Metallica and Die Die My Darling. Or will we? Yes, we will. Oh no, it won't play. Good me. Yeah, we'll be right back. This is Radio ITG. And then we get the game underway. With 3, 2, 1. This is Raider. This is u96d against Parodia. And Parodia, from 2-0 up, have been clawed back to 2-2. Now on the Allied side, must set the time to beat. Saint self-kills, switches to Panzerfaust. Grand frag coming in by Raven. Playboy down by picking up the Thompson frag on Elk. And here we go once again. Zhao is going to get the fire effect up his rear end, and slowly they will And then we get the game underway. With 3, 2, 1. This is Raider. This is u96d against Parodia. And Parodia, from 2-0 up, have been clawed back to 2-2. Now on the Allied side, must set the time to beat. Saint self-kills, switches to Panzerfaust. Grand frag coming in by Raven. Playboy down by picking up the Thompson frag on Elk. And here we go once again. Zhao is going to get the fire effect up his rear end, and slowly they will pierce on in towards the front bunker. Going to lose the side bunker already as the door goes down at the side. 25 seconds on that. There's Elps with the MP40 frag as they try to make their way up towards that command post. Ravenite had nothing left in the tank to get the rifle nade off and stop his suitors. But is there an engineer anywhere near who can clear that dynamite? 10 seconds to go. It looks like that side will blow undefused, and already Parodia will get one of the objectives done. Blowing a hole in the side. And unless u96d are able to set up a defense in front of it, they are. Elps is there, but he's going to get granted down by Saint. The command post isn't even built. If Raven can come up here, he can get all the way up towards that command post. Saint is going to make a push through, and I have a feeling, oh, the command post is starting to be constructed by Revers. He's got it up now. Takes a little bit of damage from Saint's FG42, and down goes Revers. Down goes Saint. K43 prone by Revers, and now Jauhis is going to make his way up towards the command post. Medic on his own. Dynamite down on the main entrance. Revers is going to come all the way forward on his own. One-on-one. What is a medic doing going on his own? I don't know. But Revers has sent him to hell. Yes, to hell. And now Jauhis is in fact down for the full spawn. And X-Paz will come up. He is a Panther. We have a Panther, Pilverops, and a medic all making their way up towards the side. Second medic now backing them up. Pilverops leading the way forward, getting picked off as Gazetta comes forward, launches his own grenade forward. There's 5 for effect. They are sandwiched. They are going to have to make their move any second now. X-Paz grenaded down, not coming back instead to give Shine caught, and they will get sandwiched here. As it's just Shine left up, and Parodia come forward to pick up the frag there. Jauhis now respawning. Too late for the fight. He'll get the revive. Then he'll go down. Ravenite on his own at the side. Self-kills. Nice one as he will join the team as a unit now. And they will attack up through, it looks like they might even go through main. As, in fact, yes they are. The majority of them are going through main. Straight through down the main road. Parodia are going to go for these parts. Despite there being a large contingent at the side for U96d, they may well be able to get a boost here. It looks like that's what they're doing though. But Shine is going to go for that boost. Get shot off for the boost and go down. As the revive coming in by Jauhis is going to give up on that. Saint spot the landmines up as well.
Check your command.
And,
landmine spotted. Check your command.
3 or 4 he spotted, and I have no idea where they are. They're probably at the side, Saint spotted them. But Knight now back up on the bridge. One Parodia player going for the docks. Not going to pick up that frag. It was Playboy going for them. Not even looking at the... not interested, just getting the docks and going away. And as u96d, they're going to go back to side and set up their defense. Because Parodia have come through the main now again with Playboy and Jauhis, but that may just be a distraction because Saint is in at the side. He's got the Sentry Charge down on the command post, and that one diversion worked great as Ravenite blown away by the rifle grenade. Saint is just going to hold on up here, so anyone that comes in through that front door. He doesn't do so. The grenades are still being tossed in here. Ravenite just needs to get his pliers to the job and start it going. Yes, he does so. Then that command post is up for the Allied side, and they are fully accessible now to this next stage as U96d are going to have to fall back. 11:30 on the clock. Let me give you the ETTV sync up once again. 11 minutes and 26, 25, 24, 23, and here come Parodia as they send X-Paz up towards the top of the tin roof. He's got 50% HP. He's going to get one Thompson frag on Revers. Revers down. More Thompson fire coming from his rear as well to give him some support. X-Paz going to make a move on the documents. Frag down. But Playboy has made a move on the documents. He's grabbed them. He's down. He's going to go. He's down. Sorry, not downed. As he makes his way in towards the tank garage. Now going to make his way across out towards the grassy knoll up towards that right-hand side. And those east radar parts are slowly making their way across. Revers and Jack have picking up 2 MP40s for the u96d side, and those docks are well away and up through the side towards the front bunker as well. And u96d are going to have to defend west and west only with 10 minutes and 35 to go. They need another 3 minutes on the clock. They really do. 3 minutes to give them a real fighting chance of taking this map. But as Ravenite hops, skips, and jumps across towards those west radar parts, unchallenged, not interested in finding Dozer, who's got his back turned to him. Ravenite with the docks under the bridge now. That Elps is going to fly out of position to get them, and Ravenite is going to go down. Not going to be get by Elps, who's just going to let him sit and wallow in the pain of having Elps' body crouched over him. And with 10 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock, Parodia almost get those docks, but the scare was averted as they're going to have to come once again. As they make their way through towards the side. It's going to be Revers and Jack making their way towards east and try and set some form of crossfire up. The shots are coming in. It's going to be Saint up towards the east radar parts and just put some fire down towards the west from the rear. But he's taking the hell of a lot of damage. Elps with the MP40 picking him off. And now there's going to be one coming across from the spinny radar. It is Ravenite there doing that nice little hop across, straight across the breach. And he will make a push on the docks. It's only Dozer to stop him. And Dozer's not got the med packs that Ravenite has. Fire for effect is down right behind those parts. That can stop Dozer getting them. He does get the back just before the fire for effect goes in. And Dozer obliterated by Gazetta's fire for effect. 9 minutes and 25 on the clock here for U96d. They have got to clear out. Allied side picking those west radar plants up once again. Where are they? They are with Jauhis. Jauhis making his way under the bridge now, taking fire from the right hand side. He's under. He's away. He's in the truck. Parts home. 9:13 on the clock. 5:47 set. And that is going to be very, very interesting to see if U96d have anything left that they can that they can hold on to in the rest of this match, because it's not a lightning fast time, but it certainly is not a slow time, and they have really got everything against them. I mean, they just didn't look like it on Oasis. They really didn't look like it on their defense. They never looked sure of what they were doing. They lost East very quickly. West had several grabs on it before they were actually away, and Parodia were never hang at bay, as they were very, very mobile and versatile on their offense, you have to say. But I think the awful u96d defense sort of helped them there. But Parodia are on course for the 4-2 if they can take this. If u96d are to beat the time, they will have exactly 5:47 to do it. 5:47 to do it. And to me, they have really, really got too much against them from the start of this match. Parodia have been the better team throughout this match. But in 5 minutes, they look good. That was their Oasis offense. But now they don't. Now they really don't. And u96d I mean, they said that they haven't been able to practice. One player went inactive. They had computer problems. That could have affected their readiness for the match. But really, they've just not looked organized enough. And they've been asked questions by not having crossfire set up. That's really it. Where Parodia have had 3 guns going at 1, u96d have had maybe 1 on 2, or, you know, not really worked that well. Anyway, here we go. Sink gonna hop, skip, and jump out the left-hand door towards the main road and make his way with the Panzerfaust. He will strike in movement towards the right-hand side, but they're coming down through. No, nothing there for him to shoot at. Support fire coming in from Playboy and Ravenite, both picking in the frags. Satan has moved all the way forward. Jack is gonna pick him off as he launches himself around the right-hand corner, picking down Satan. And Playboy, X-Man, both are raining in MP40 frags. Dynamite in on the side end, 5:20 on the clock. u96d are in big trouble, are in a great position here. I didn't mean big trouble. As the Dynamite ends on the side, and the arm coming forward, Dozer is going to pick up Revan. It will all be on whether Ravenite is down, and I think he is already down. Up at the side, or it will be too little too late with 11 seconds to go. I lie, Ravenite up. Ravenite going for the fuse with the K43 frag on Dozer. Instead of picked off by X-Pass with 5 seconds to go. He's given up on the Ghost because Raven has come forward. 2 on it now. Bye-bye. Boom. And u96d are going to file through. Ravenite down. Command post not built. It is just slightly built, and that will hold them off for just a second. But as they get the game on Ravenite, as they will come back through, all they need is an engineer up here. They need to charge Revers up here. He's making his way towards that command post now. u96d have connected to the server once again. And now Playboy firing up the way. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. 2 quick, important MP40 frags. Revers don't chase him. Go for the command post. He's chasing Playboy, which is never a good idea. Finally, Knight gets the right idea. Goes for the command post, and it will be built. He will command post himself into oblivion, as Playboy will eat his own artillery support. Shine will back away. But 4:15, u96d have given themselves a fighting chance. They're going to come in through that side entrance. But have they got the main yet? I don't think they have. And it'll be a 4-man crossfire for all those coming through the side. No, they have not got the main. At the main is Knight, though. He's grenading through, and there is no one going to stop him as the Dynamite goes down. And will go in towards the main entrance now. Dynamite fully planted, 30 seconds to go. 3:55 for u96d to get side and to get east and west. They have side up. Main will blow shortly. And up through they will go and drop down towards the east radar pods. Hammerfield will go for a boost to get it quickly. Revers takes a little bit of damage as he drops, mending himself up. Jack will also go for this boost with Revers. Full fire down to the left-hand side. That won't help them. That will only endanger their lives as they jump up. Full fire didn't go off. Jack is going to make his move. Picked off by left, right, and center. And he is out for the count. 3:31 on the clock here. This is Inside the Game Radio, powered by Game Clown. Allied side blow the main. Ravenite picking up that frag on Gazetta, who is right on the docks. He has one hand on them, but not 2. And as they make their way down towards the left-hand side, Knight is going to come on up here, and he will just jump up and jump down, jump up and get around. And with 3:11 on the clock, both radar pods are fully secured by Parodia here. They have a Dozer up, but very low on HP. He's going to pick up an MP40. I don't know what he's going to pick up for his troubles, but he has now got weaponry. And Saint is going to have to deal with him. And a support fire down beneath Dozer. Dozer's going to have to back away. Support fires have not... That's a second support fire in a row. And at this level of enemy territory, you cannot have 2 support fires aborting in a row, right in the same radar, right in the same place. That is poor. And as Jack now is going to make a push on the pod. Going to take damage as he moves away, but he has got up to the hill already. He's making a pass on the hill. Revers is going to take the fire in the rear. He's got the pass up, and he's still got 88 HP as he makes the move away. 2:33 on the clock. Ravenite is going to pick up that MP40 frag on Elf. u96d now going to focus their attention on the east, but it's going to be too little late as the west have been picked up by Knight as well. And Knight has got them, but they've been dropped as it was picked off by the fire coming from the main. Dozer can't do the Raven Eye jump. Elps is going to come across from that bridge, take fire from the left-hand side. It's safe to pick him off. Objective secure, and Parodia live to fight another day. 2:11 on the clock, and this is going to be the tensest 2:11 on ET's history because we have still a match to be decided, and it will be over in 2 minutes exactly. Let's see what they can do. Playboy is up at that parts, backed up by Shine. Jauhis picks off Revers with the Revers there as well. Jack is going to make a move with the parts through towards main, backed up nicely, not taking any risk as they come on through. No one here to stop him. They've secured the east radar parts. There's a whole line of landmines there to try and stop them, but there's a fire for effect on them as well, sort of wasting the landmines. But as Elps comes all the way down through the main, he skips that fire for effect, making all the way down towards the east radar parts. He watches his teammate Revers die, gives a big old scream of no, and now Jauhis is at the west radar pots, as is Playboy, as is Shine, and those three men do not seem to be moving from those west radar pots. Whether Parodia, whether u96d like it or not, Revive's going in. Gazetta and Jack are going to make their way across from the east radar pots. Elps is going to come there as well. They have no medical support because Elps was not interested. He is going to go down by Shine's MP40. Finally a support fire connects, but it doesn't hit anywhere near where it should do. And with 1 minute and 10, 70 seconds, u96d are slowly going out of this game as X-Pass is going to go all the way forward to the truck here and just make sure no one comes in through the main. There's Raven Eye hop skipping and jumping down out as he skips down, and now it is 58 seconds on the clock. That's what it takes. This game will be over in 58 seconds. Dozer will make the push, and he's behind the spawn, and Parodia are already alert to that. The question is whether there's to be a diversion. Elps is that diversion. He comes across from the other side, picking himself up, going to try and down Shine. He does down Shine. Revers Thompson, 39 seconds to go. Jack clearing the landmines. They're trying to make a move on the parts. It's Revers who's been picked up, but they're going across the bridge. Knight can't do the jump because they're the double Thompson frag. It's all on. 30 seconds. Safe down at the parts itself. Elps is going to make a move on these parts. u96d to call victory from the grasp of defeat. Parts down right in front of the bridge. 23 seconds to go. Rev's going to make a move on those parts. He's going to revive Elps. Yes, he is. They've got 4 players under the bridge now. They've got Raven Eye in front of them. They've got 4 Parodia players to move them. Parts under the bridge. 14 seconds to go. Parts drop. Revive not in. Parodia win. And those parts are returned home safe and secure. And that was an intense match. And u96d just fall at the last hurdle. And you have to feel that Parodia deserved that. You have to feel that they were the better side throughout. You're inside the game. This is Skunk and Nancy.